Hail, hail, trolls of Nidavellir, and hail Entry, king of the trolls, and hail Thor, Prince of Asgard. It has been a long time, old friend, since you graced us with your presence. My apologies for that, Eitri. You should know that my duties as protector of both Midgard and the Nine Realms do keep me away from, as we do, mighty Thor. And it appears he brought a guest. This is Better Bill. Better Bill, who has been chosen to protect his people, who remains of his people from an evil enemy of Asgard, one far extinct. The fire demons of Surtur. But Surtur's presence has been seen amongst the Nine Realms in ages. King Thor, Prince Thor, are you sure? I have fought the fire demons myself, firsthand, helping Bitteray's ship. Yes, yes, and I desire, and as such, Thor's promise told me that Thor and his allies foretold me that there was a weapon here that would help me protect my people. A hammer, that Mjolnir. Hammer? There's no other hammer. Only one. Please, Idri. I know already informed us that you made a second hammer. What was the resources that you used to build my hammer, Mjolnir? Mjolnir. I know that you have chose to have a secret from Odin. And how would you? That I see Heimdall's foresight is even greater than we hoped. We hope that we would keep this even from Heimdall, but it appears that we were fools to think so. I assure you, Eater, you are not in trouble or anything. All we ask is us use our ability to use this hammer to help protect his people. He wishes to attain a power that will help him protect his people from all enemies. That's past it. You must understand, Thor. The reason why we kept this hammer secret even from your own father is that we feared that if this hammer reigned without, if the universe learned of this hammer's existence, well, it isn't, that was well an owner, they would try to take it for themselves. This hammer was not bestowed. Previously, this hammer was not bestowed by the same powers, the same mystical powers that Odin bestowed upon your hammer for. So anyone will be able to use it for their own worthless purposes. For this hammer, this is something that your hammer has the ability to create portals among in between the Nine Realms and other realms beyond Asgard, beyond the Nine Realms of Asgard. Asgard. It will take a person of sheer willpower and sheer strength and philosophy to even wield it without risk of going mad by its raw power. Raw power. Do you believe that you are this person that can wield such a hammer? I believe I owe myself to try to wield such a power, so I may protect my people. Very well then. Follow me. I'll be honest, I feared to never reveal this weapon to anyone until a time until a great tragedy presented itself. Although it's not what you described isn't a tragedy, I would imagine, yet it is a tragedy nonetheless. Nonetheless. Behold, you... incredible. I have never imagined my eyes would gaze upon a hammer that would rival that of my own. And yes, and like your hammer, like your friend, it too has a name. We have decided to name it Stormbreaker. And now this hammer, now shall finally have its owner and fall in my hands. Better easy for such power, such might, and such what the nay? What am I wearing? Why do I look just like you? It appears that the hammer has chosen you. If not, it wouldn't have given you such a very distinguishing attire than that on my own. But why do... and I never heard of wielding a weapon that not only bestow great power, but also such weird clothing. What does this mean? It means that you are no longer just a Hortensian, but you are now a citizen of Asgard. A citizen wearing your attire, since your attire is that of my own attire, you are now you're now to a child of the original kings of Asgard. You're now part of this world, of my realm, of my home, as I am. Better a Bill. I see. I see. I see now. So what? So now. So what? Now that I have what? Okay. What else to do? Well, the hammer allows me to do more than just smite by enemies and harness the power of thunder. It also allows me to fly. Allow me to demonstrate. Haha, dude. Whoa, dude. Incredible. Such power. Yes, like you. It's like with that hammer, you'll be able to harness the very heavens yourself, the power to control the elements, mainly that of lightning. Have at thee. Hey, watch it, man. Sorry. Now you try. Incredible. Indeed. Now come. Now come. Now come, better way. Let us return to your ship and help my friends protect it. Protect your people. No, allow me. If this hammer can do what Heimdall says, we don't really need Heimdall's help to help create portals. Let's see. In Odin's spear. Good luck, King Thor and Better A. So these are fire demons. These okay, it's spelled as I would imagine, like the very silver, like the very scent of silver that of Helheim that they reside from. City most pungent. These demons, they just keep coming. Valkyrie. Volstagg. No, my team. It's Thor and Better A returned. Fire demons. Prepare a field of Better and my hammer, Stormbreaker. How my best draw? You have. For Better, you took my time to return, and Better, nice dreads you have. If I'm not saying it, there was 4 here used to wear before he was attacked by that other intruder. Yes, indeed. Indeed, yes, it truly is. It truly is power. Power, yes. Yes, now we must. Yes, now today we have a fight. Now we have 2 hammers to deal with. A Stonebreaker. Now come let us 4. Hello. Well. It was quite as I expected to do battle with my Opus stepbrother Thor. I never imagined I would find myself in the presence of another creature that had the worthiness, that had the spirit to wield a hammer of that Mjolnir. I always assumed that there was another hammer besides Mjolnir. I never imagined I think that's this truly is a quite interesting turn of events for Loki. Ford, you know this, you know this creature, you know this intruder. I, this be Loki, my half brother, born from frost, a frost giant, a frost giant infant, not born as a frost giant, an ill-born frost giant that my father took pity on. Years ago, my father took Loki in as if he was his own son and raised him by my side. By my side. We were both promised with the title of the opportunity of becoming the new king of Asgard until Loki betrayed us. Only because not like you, for I learned the truth of the truth that I was never your. You see, what you also need to know, better, is that you see, for years I thought I was too the biological son of Odin. For years I have been raised in ignorance, offered toward the illusion that I too was born to one day be a king until I learned the truth that I was never Odin's true heir, and that I was nothing more than a pawn that he used to further educate, to further entice his true son for here to King Asgard, and well, for years I was promised that I'd nothing more I would do nothing more. Nay, you are wrong, Loki. Father had the intention to make you king if I never met his expectations, but you chose to give in to your hatred and anger and jealousy, and lost that right years ago, brother. And where has that led you? Alone, spending your day alone. I was always planning to. Well, lately, yes, and his so this Loki is an enemy of yours, yes. And his latest claim was that he kidnapped Asgard's true king, Odin, and has hid him somewhere. Now tell us, Loki, what have you done with Odin? Of our father Odin, your father Thor, not mine. And I assure you, all will be revealed in good times. Enough of your trickery, Loki. Tell me where Asgard and what's this? Yes. That would be Scourge. The Executioner, another enemy of Asgard's, and one of my most interested allies in this matter. Oh, so while Scourge tenders the Thor, let's see what you can do with that hammer of yours, bitter Bill. Execute Scourge. Does your treachery know no bounds? First, you betray Asgard by not aiding in the plans of Loki and every enchantress. Now you serve, but not just Loki, but Surtur as well. Surtur as well. My loyalties are only. My true have always been towards that of the enchantress, and my reasons for being here is nothing more to avenge her to death. It was never your love enchantress perished at her own hands because she allowed Loki to manipulate her into serving his ill plans for rule. Her demise was never a result of my friends or my friends, only her own lies. Feel by lightning. Impressive. That hammer of yours is even more powerful than Thor's hammer. That's only just the tip of the iceberg. What's this? You can create portals as well? Dude. Very impressive. I don't suppose it has a name like Mjolnir. Yes, Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker, eh? Quite an mundane name for a hammer. If I be so bold, tell me better. Do you really believe that Thor and his allies can help you protect your people? They can. If I be so bold, soon be so bold. Thor and his so-called allies will soon meet their unfortunate end in due time, and they won't no longer be around helping. Only I can assure your true safety. Thor has for me quite handsome that you are nothing more than a god and a trickster Loki. Why celebrate a single word that you say? You shouldn't, honestly. I am the god of mischief after all. But in this matter, I am quite serious. For you see, I'm currently have formed an alliance with the goddess of death Hela, who has big plans for Asgard and all its people. If you wish to not be caught in the middle of this unfortunate turn of events, I suggest that you hear me out on this matter. On this matter, on this matter. Home out now. Man, I enjoy the films about. I also wish for this fight to have an end. As do I, Volstagg. I fear that we must find coming from a portal somehow. We must find it. Perhaps I can be some assistance. Who says that? I did. I am the AI of a ship belonging to the Great Betteray Bill. Now, may I inquire my assistance in this search of yours? Sure. Why not? My scan has detected an irregularity among space and time, where the fire demons are running. I'll provide you with a clear insight now. There. That's where the fire demon is coming from. That's right about how those poets fire demons point out. I fear that perhaps Bitteray. Hear me. We have found the source of where those fire are coming from. There. If you use Stormbreaker somehow to close that portal, your people will be safe temporarily from the fire demons. Yes, I must do. I'm sorry, I can't do that just yet. You see, as part of my arrangement with Hela, I promised I would help her in her endeavors. And that means helping her in service of your people. Nothing personal, my friend, just business. You are no friend of mine, but if the success is what you wish, that makes you my enemy. We was a true agent of Asgard, a loyal ally. We fought many times side by side during my early days as Prince of Asgard, fighting in all sorts of great battles. I really do forget all of that just to avenge the death of the Enchantress. I would. Well, Asgard, if you insist on serving Loki and his mystery hypothesis Surtur, then you will be aiding in the success of Asgard. Surtur has long desired to destroy Asgard, not rule it. If you truly, but I know that you, although your plan, you and Loki's plans are similar, I know even you would desire the complete destruction of Asgard, complete and utter destruction of Asgard. I said, is that really what you? Is what you want? Do you? What do you want? Do you target detective? Fire now. What? Thank you, ship. No problem. Alright. Stormy, now let's see what you can really do. Feel that power. What's this? There's someone has found the close apart between my realm and space. Impossible. I did it. Fear not, hero. You are safe from the fire. So says Better A Bill. Better A Bill. It appears that my resident no longer acquired. I think not, Loki. You still owe me answers. Where's father? What have you the patience for? All questions will come in due time. But for now, I think I'll make my leave. Ha 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 ha. For Loki. Loki, he's gone. The guy missed it. Where did he go? I'm afraid him and Scourge have left for now. At least my people. Thank you for it, and other warriors of Asgard for your assistance. It was an honor to fight by your side. The honor was actually ours, Better A Bill. I never imagined I would find myself fighting alongside another great warrior that would wield a hammer such as yours, Better A. I hope you are quite, and as you are quite a cunning warrior, as are you, Lady Seth. Lady Seth. Don't you start. I thank you. Now I must return to my ship and continue my search to find a world that can protect my people. Perhaps we can assist with that as well. What do you mean? Asgard is a big realm. A big realm, Better A. There's plenty of room, plenty of forest, plenty of room to house their people. Not just a big city, but also surrounded by a large forest. Plenty of room to find a place for your people to house and repopulate. Thank you, Odin's son. Odin's son. I will consider your. Then come with us. I'm sure you'll find a place in Asgard that will help. Very well then. I will listen to your request. Are you sure that's right for? That makes it a tree without father's permission, or your father's permission. Father is so mission, and who knows how long it will be till we find father. But as for Better A's people, they need our help now, ladies. I'm sure if father he would understand. I'm sure he would. I thought I too find understand why you chose to put your to find love to fall in love with someone not from Asgard. What do you mean? For so long I've always wondered why you would choose a mortal over me for. But now I do. Now, after meeting Better A Bill and fighting alongside him, and learning of his story, I too feel something that I've only felt in your presence. Love for. Perhaps Better A indeed. Forgive me, Sitter. I thought that Loki would help and serve the destruction of Better A Bill's race, but I was wrong. Forgive me. Forgiveness is pleading for forgiveness is not necessary, Hela. The destruction of Better A's people was never my true goal. But if Better A Bill is considering allowing his people to repopulate amongst the realm of Asgard, then we will yet my soldiers will yet have another opportunity to wipe out their species once the time of Ragnorock dawns. Soon forgot the realms of soon the realm of Asgard will crumble in flame and death, and I will finally have my vengeance. Soon all soon the destruction of all will come by my hand. See,